Hear me as we push forward. The intensity of the burden is so deep. It's not a surface burden where it's man-made. It's deep within. How do you know that the burden you carry is from God Himself? How will you know that the burden you carry is from God Himself? Because it's a burden from within. Imagine you crying for your enemy's soul. That's a burden from God. Somebody you believe they're Harry Potter, but you take your time to fast and pray and say, Father, deliver them. Father, save them. Father, redeem them. That burden came from God. And trust me, that burden will bear fruit if it is engaged with. You see, the weight of your prayer comes from the depth of the burden, not from words. People think their words are producing prayer. No, it is the burden that is producing the prayer. When you see words coming to pass, prayers being answered, it is the depth. Please hear me. It is the depth. It is the depth. It is the earnest depth of the burden. It is. It is the depth of the burden. There are people who want to prophesy for sure. There are people who want to get prayers for answers to prove people. There are people who have ulterior motives in the sight of God. None is carrying, not none. There are very few people who want to just see changes that they will never announce to anybody, but they know they prayed and God answered them. I'll give you one of my burdens that I used to pray for secretly. Many years ago, I love debates. I love debates. I love like informational things. I love informational videos. I love good talks. I love discussions. You know, I watch a lot of professors and I watch a lot of apologetics, right? Many years ago, I was watching a man who was doing incredible things in apologetics, still doing it. Is my mic bad? Okay. And this man is called Christian Prince, winning so many souls from Islam. When Prophet TB Joshua died, and I saw the vacuum that he left, that God has filled, even in his own country. I tell you this, I started looking at those who are pioneering things and preaching, teaching, especially in the front lines of those who are actually saving souls. I tell you before God, I started praying, Lord, raise other people. Honestly, that was part of my prayer routines. This was me personally. Then I think last year, I saw this young guy, God Logic and his crew. This young guy is doing up. I saw that and I was like, oh Lord, you are answering. Lord, this is an answer to my prayer. And not just him, there's a slew of people, but God has given him and his team a really good name, and they're doing such a great job. And I'm praying for their protection always, because of how many people, you know, when you are confronting an ideology, those people have no thinking, they're brainwashed, you know. There's no peaceful Islam and there's no such thing as radical Islam. Islam is just Islam and it's bad. It's not good. I grew up around it. I grew up with it. I went to madrasa. I know it. So when I saw these young guys really doing amazing things, Sam Shamoun, one of the legends. I love Sam. When I was watching this, I prayed. I said, Lord, raise other people. Lord, raise other people. This is an earnest prayer as I stand before the Lord. And when I started seeing this new wave of young people who have a different way to go in and speak, I was just like, wow. But my thing why I prayed so much, especially when I saw Christian Prince, was just his knowledge of Islam was just so profound. I don't think anybody online has the depth of knowledge he has. And I think Sam is an amazing, Sam has a computer in his mind. You know, God just gave him that grace. He's incredible at debating. But Christian Prince is just, he knows too much. And so does Sam. All of them do according to what God has given them. But I was just moved that somebody from there was that strong. Now, people may not be unrefined, like I'm not refined. Sometimes you call people potatoes. Sometimes, some will call people children of the devil because Jesus said it too. We are too soft. But here's my thing. Here's my thing. What just moved me was that God was answering prayer. And I go and I watch these guys. I don't use my official page is church stuff. So I have my own old one that I go and I watch these videos. I contribute to these guys silently. I want them to win. Why? Because it was a burden God gave me and I saw it come to pass. I can't take credit for it. I'm sure a lot of other people are praying, but that was a burden I have lived to see answered. Is this making sense? You gotta have burdens that are born of depth, and that depth comes from the heart of God. Whenever God wants to do something on earth, He will use a man, not just any man, but a man and woman of prayer.